I mean, after all, the Colts do need some wide receiver help. They do need someone who can consistently run pretty damn good routes from week to week basis. Amari Cooper has been a pretty darn good receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, and he is expected to be traded or cut ahead of the 2022 free agency period. So I'd like to welcome you to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome today. Going through Amari Cooper and telling you whether or not I think the Colts should or will trade for Amari Cooper, if he's worth it, if he's worth all that draft capital, or if he's worth the money that he's really looking for. So if you do like Colts content, NFL content, make sure you like, subscribe, and put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. And let's get into this topic. So Colts, right? They've had one good receiver for a long time. They had Ty, always looking to get him help, and it was a little too late. They got Michael Pittman Jr. Now he's the number one. Ty isn't what he used to be. He's struggling to stay on the field, and then outside of Michael Pittman Jr., there's not really many dynamic receiving options. So, and even Michael Pittman Jr., he was inconsistent at times last year. You know, there were times where he showed up a lot, and times where he didn't show up as much. And you know that's kind of expected from any player. But Michael Pittman Jr. isn't he isn't an amazing route runner, but he is a very talented go up and get it type of guy. He's one of the best contested catch guys in the league, honestly. You know, a lot of times Carson Wentz underthrew the ball or just didn't throw it and get it right to him, but he still made the catch and made Carson Wentz look much better than he was at times. Helped Carson Wentz not throw some interceptions. So Michael Pittman Jr., as said, very good high, a contested catch kind of guy. Not really a get open and run after catch kind of guy. You know, even though he is a pretty damn good run after catch guy, yards after catch, it's just that you really need a guy who can consistently get open and be a very good route runner. And Amari Cooper is that. But with Amari Cooper, even with the Cowboys, with Dak Prescott, with a very good quarterback in Dak Prescott, with the other weapons around him, he struggled to be consistent at times. There were games where he had some pretty damn good games and he was really darn good. But then there are other times where he just disappeared for a few games or he just wasn't, around. Or no, he was around, of course, but just not making the same plays on a consistent basis. So that's something to watch out for. But Amari Cooper is a very dynamic playmaker. So if he hits the market, I don't see why the Colts wouldn't make an offer, but I don't see the Colts going all out. I don't see them getting him because someone else is going to make a big offer. Maybe a team like the Chargers, maybe a team like the Chiefs. There are other teams that are more appealing, like the Chargers or Chiefs, since they have the quarterbacks are definitely better than Carson Wentz. But yeah, should the Colts trade or sign Amari Cooper? I say no, but yes at the right price. You don't want to pay too much to wide receiver. We're already going to be paying Quentin Nelson soon. We're going to be paying this offensive line a lot. I'd really like Amari Cooper, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening because I don't see Chris Ballard doing it. I don't see Chris Ballard going and offering as much as Amari Cooper is going to garner, as much as he's going to be offered for in other places. So I don't see it happening. I would love Cooper. I think he'd be an awesome safety blanket or security blanket for Carson Wentz, even though Pitt is already that. But I mean, so just someone that really gets open on a consistent basis. Campbell's hurt quite a bit. He's fast. He can't get open. He's an okay route runner. Zach Pascal, he's an okay route runner. He's kind of an all-around guy, but he's inconsistent. He's not always showing up. When he does, he's decent, but he's not a great receiver by any means. T.Y. Hilton past his prime. He's just not what he was. Ashton Doolin is more of a deep threat that you bring in once in a while. There's really not any other consistent wide receiver options outside of Michael Pittman Jr., and this Colts team desperately needs something like that. Whether it's Amari Cooper, Jarvis Landry, or someone else that they decide to bring in free agency, or maybe someone they even decide to draft. So, thank you for tuning into the JDW Sports Talk Show. Give me a shot. Give me a chance. Let me know what you think. Do you think the Colts should or will sign Amari Cooper? I think they should at the right price, but I don't see it happening. So, If you do enjoy Colts content, make sure you like, subscribe, and put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. I'll catch you later. This is the JDW Sports Talk Show, signing off.